Hi y'all, it's Amy. We're doing stitches here. This is I keep wanting to say FlossTube. Of course it's FlossTube. This is a YouTube channel about cross stitch. Welcome. So very glad you're here. Hi to returning friends, big hugs, and hugs to all of you new friends. I just thank you so much. Thank you for coming to see what I'm doing. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. How fun is that? And I want to say thank you for commenting, specifically for commenting, because y'all have motivated me to comment more. As I watch FlossTube, I'm trying to comment more because it means so much. I didn't realize how much it meant until I was on this side of it. It means so very much. So neat to see what y'all are working on. So neat. It's the encouragement is sweet. Thank you. Y'all, thank you so much. Thank you. Big hugs. We're going to move along. This week, what did we do? We had co-op and piano and the normal weekly stuff, weekly things. We had a basketball game that my nephew played in. That was fun. Other than that, just a normal. This is the first day that we haven't had a fire in the fireplace, which is kind of sad. I don't know that we'll have one for the next 2 weeks for sure. It's not going to get cold enough. But I've been in front of the fireplace quite a bit this last week, 2 weeks actually, stitching when I can and just sitting and enjoying it. It's raining today. It's cloudy, so the light might not be the best, but I'm going to go for it now because it only gets darker as time goes on. This is my first grand cup of coffee for the day. I had milk in the fridge. It has passed its prime, and it will be used in biscuits later. But I had to run out and get some milk for and I got a few other things while I was out for my coffee, and now it is lovely. You don't know how much you appreciate it until you don't have it with your body too, I guess. Anyway. So what do we have this week to work on, to talk about? I have previous finishes. I'm sorry, I was looking down at my notes. I'll pay attention, but don't look at the birds. We have previous finishes, 2 starts and finishes. They were smalls, whips, plans, and that's all. I don't have any new starts that are currently whips or that will be whips. They were just the smalls that I finished. So, I do have a fully finished, but it's in the mail to Laura. So, hi Laura. Stitching by the Shore. This is for her artist trading card swap. I'll link her below. Last week I showed you what it was. I fully finished it and have sent it off. So it is on its happy little way to Delaware. Okay, and we'll start with the past finishes. Okay, these are all freebies. I decided to pull some freebies. So, actually I have 4 freebies today. Yes, 4 freebies. And they're all finished. These are the past. Okay, this first one is from Lindy Stitches. This is I think it's called Toss Salad. But it is from the song on Frasier, Toss Salad and Scrambled Eggs. I can't remember when she put this out. I stitched it when we were camping that first year, so it was 2019, I believe. I'm pretty sure I stitched it. Yeah, I did. Because I was second guessing the color, but I ended up going with it, and I like it. The fabric is a 28 count even weave that I dyed. This was a scrap. I had dyed some for gifts, and this is what was left. I stitched on some and gave it away also, and then this is what was left. So I don't remember the floss color. It's darker than 822. I know that because I have 822 over here. Maybe, yeah. Oh, maybe it is 822. In the kitchen, it didn't look that way. It may be 822. Here, I'll show you. See, well, I don't know if you can see. Let me get my face out of the way. Anyway, tossed salad and scrambled eggs. I wasn't too sure about all the brown, but I like it now. I really do like it, even with the brown frame. I may scuff it up and do something with it later, but I like it now. It just sits next to the coffee maker. Tossed salad and scrambled eggs. The next one is it was a freebie. I'm pretty sure it's still out there. It's from Tiny Modernist. This was at the beginning of not at the beginning, all during the shutdown. Many stitchers gave us many wonderful patterns as freebies to stitch since we were all home. And this is one of them. This is from Tiny Modernist. It's called Home Stitch Home. Oh, let me get my face out of the way. This is on a 14 count. Can you see? Yeah, the variegation. This is on a 14 count Ada from Hobby Lobby, and the frame is also Hobby Lobby, but I don't have the stickers, not on the back. But I vaguely remember this one or a different one had broken glass, and so I just replaced it. It's a standard 5x7. I don't remember if these were called for colors. I'm pretty sure those were. I might have changed the house and the floss colors, but that's that. And the last previous finish is a freebie from Joyful Expressions. Whenever you sign up for and the light's going to go down. It's getting cloudier now. I'm sorry. Let's see if I can, well, we'll see how it goes. A freebie from Joyful Expressions when you sign up for their newsletter. And this is called Names of Jesus, or His Name is Jesus. That's it right there. See if I can get the glare. There we go. This is stitched over one over one, on a piece of 28 count. Mustard, maybe? It's also from Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby is the closest art supply store or craft supply store that we have. Yeah, so I get most of my stuff there. Anyway, the finish size is 5x7 when it's over 1 on 28. I have done this design before. This I stitched it on a 14 count white Ada using the called for blues. It calls for 3 blues, a light, medium, and dark blue, or a red, a light, medium, and dark red. But you're free to do whatever. And if you look on their site, you'll see all the variations. How beautiful they are. Somebody did it in like the royal colors, red and gold and purple, I think, or red and gold and purple, red and purple. Anyway, it's been done many times, and they have many photos of previous finishes, different colorways, all of that. So, but I just picked a blue. I didn't really know what would go with mustard-ish, but I really like it. And I would like to stitch this again for my pastor's wife, for my pastor and pastor's wife, for them. I need to do some reconnaissance, because when I'm over there, I don't really think about, hey, I need to figure out what color I could stitch this in. I'm just glad to see them and visit with them. And I mean, I need to remind myself to think about that. So those are the previous past finishes. Same, that's redundancy. But not to be confused with the current finishes. These are starts and finishes from this past week. I did a flip through of just cross stitch, January, February 1985. This was my first flip through extra, my first FlossTube extra. I've since posted one more. I did one last week, and I've got one coming up not this week, but next week. So this is what I did. Yes, this is Jean Farish's Somebody Stole My Heart. And this was done on, I think it was 14/2. I think that's what the article said. And finished in a pillow, with the ruffles. Mine's not that big, but I love it. Love, love, love it. Let me put these down or over. I'll just put them over. Maybe they won't fall. I used, do y'all keep your floss that you have left over from your kits? And what do you do with it? Do you ever stitch with it? I'm trying to stitch with it. I'm trying to make an effort to use it. Some of it is just little bits that probably aren't worth saving. But then I have quite a bit of other colors. So I'm trying to use it on whatever I can that I can reasonably get it done and not run out. Anyway, so let me use this. This is on the other side of the coffee, the Rosewood Manor coffee fabric that I did. Quick dip in a pink grit dye. It's a pale pink, and I'm not sure it's going to show pink with the clouds, but this is my finish. So excited. I just picked pinks and a purple, and I think I got most of the colors right. Like this heart and this heart were one color, and this heart and this heart. I think I got most of them. I added one color. I think that's right. But it matters not. It is so cute. And I will finish this as a pillow and put it in my dough bowl. This is over 2/2 on a 28 count of even weave. So, very cute. Maybe a rickrack or a ruching around it. I may ruche. My friend, you know who you are, has done ruching and showed us how to do it. So, I may do that. Just a pink ruche. I have a fabric that will go good in the back. Anyway, this next one is, let's use this. This next one is a freebie from By the Bay Needle Art. That's what it's called, Love is the Key. And the website is right here. By the Bay, needleart.blogspot.com. This one is also a fabric that I dyed in a super dark pink. I let it sit there for a while. That other one was a quick dip. This one is, let's take a bath, a hot bath, because it's pretty pink. And I hope you get the pink. Yeah, you get it. Please hold. Here we go. This is 4 strands of floss over 2 Aida. It's not a thread. So a 4 square block of Aida and 4 strands. So whatever you want to call that, I'm not sure. And it doesn't have an iron through it yet, but it will. I love it. So the biggest I've stitched is on burlap, but this was fun too. This is the second biggest X I've done. So fun. This white was also remnant from a kit that I had a bunch of. Actually, it was probably 2 or 3 kits because I keep rolling it around on the bobbin. So my plan for this is to cut it off down here, put some fabric under here and have a ribbon run through it, and then make it a pillow. Oh, speaking of pillow. Okay, so I watched Karen, the Stitching Owl. Hi, Karen. I watched Karen, the Stitching Owl, and she showed on her last FlossTube about how she finishes her pillow ornaments, and I thought it was genius. I've never thought of it. I usually finish my pillow ornaments pillows. Just, you sew most of the way around and leave a hole at the bottom or wherever, and then turn it inside out or right side out, and then stuff it, and then whip stitch it shut. Or recently, it's been sew all the way around, right sides together, and then cut a slit in the back, turn it right side out, and then stuff it, and put a piece of felt or fabric or a patch or something over that space where I cut with the scissors. Karen, genius. I've seen this done on couch pillows. I don't know why I haven't thought of it, or I don't know, because it's good. But so you sew the flaps overlapping, sew it all around, sew the flaps overlapping, turn it inside out. It's covered in the back, no hole that you cut, no having to whip stitch the bottom. You have room to stuff, room to get your corners out, and then you can sew it shut, you can glue it shut. So easy and great. Very exciting. I'm going to do that with these. So hopefully, I hope to have like a finish Friday in a couple of days and finish this and the one for my sister. And that, did I have another one? I don't remember. But get all the things finished that require a sewing machine. Get it all done Friday. And I want to do that. So very exciting. Thank you, Karen, for sharing that. I had another finish, but it is not here. It is on its happy little way to Laura, Stitching by the Shore. Hi, Laura. It is the artist trading card, and you saw it last week. I had finished the design last week, stitching it. It was from the Prairie Birds from Prairie Schooler. I fully finished it and got it in the mail, so it's not here to show you the fully finished, but it's done. Whenever she gets all of them in, she'll do not a flip through, but where she shows all of them after everybody's gotten theirs. She has one from the autumn swap as part of her Flossmas videos, her first Flossmas video. So I'll link her below so you can find out about the artist trading cards, and the deadline is February 1st. So if you're wanting to join, get your needle going, and again, send it over there to her. So those were my finishes. Like I said, I don't have any new starts that are that will be in whips, but I do have some whips. Since I was on those, I didn't touch many other things, but I did touch something. So the first one is Long Dog Samplers. This is Fish and Ships. I'm stitching with this with Laura and friends. Laura and friends. Georgia Girl stitching, and friends. Anyway, Laura is hosting. So this is Fish and Ships. This is the bigger picture. I'm stitching it on a white 18 count with a blend of 825 and 3755. Just 2/1, and the green is 164. Now last week I showed you how I stitched it in my late night stitching. Well, I finished the whale and started the spout. I'm almost through with the spout, and I went ahead and the whale did not have an eyeball because I got carried away. No eyeball for Mr. Whale, or Mrs. Whale, whatever. But here he is now. I went back and put in a French knot. Let me know what you think. That's approximately the area where the whale's eye is supposed to go. But anyway, I've got just a little bit here to do for his spout, and then I'll go across with the dots, and then I'll probably come down here and do this whale. But this was fun. I really really like the blues and the green that goes with it. I think the eye's okay. I mean, it's going to be in a frame. So, next one is, I just got 1 or 2 strands on the Steeler stitch. Working on this for my boys. This is the first one. Remember, no back stitching. Still have not back stitched that yet. And then, oh, let me show you where it's from. I'm sorry, I got a hair hanging out. Tickling me on the face. This is from a book. 87 from Nomus Yarn Company. This is the book. It has all the helmets and the like the words too. So like bear, this one, bears and colts. Anyway, this is from 1987, and I'm stitching this for my oldest. And I got a couple of threads in the top. So here we are now. Everything is the same, that everything is called for, except this yellow is a different yellow. Well, it's not a different yellow. This is not called for, the yellow part. This will all be this darker yellow. It's called for black, but I thought if I did all black, and I'm hoping they can't hear me, that's why I'm speaking a little quieter. If I did all black, you wouldn't be able to see the detail in the face mask part that hits the helmet. So I did a search, and there they had a helmet that was this goldy yellow, so that way the black in the face mask will stand out. So I just got a couple strands, well, maybe 3 strands up there. I'll just keep going back and forth. That's been going good. Okay, then I didn't get much on it. I didn't get any stitched on it last week, so I really wanted to work on it this week, and I got the flower done. This is the Heritage Sampler from Plum Street. I was watching the Appalachian Stitcher, new to me, but she's almost done with this. She's got a little bit down here to go. I was watching her Whip Parade. I'll link her below. Whip Parade, and she's got a little bit down here to go. Oh, and I'm sorry. She has this. I've not seen anybody else stitch this. Sorry. I'm glad I didn't fall. This is a little kit, Adventurers Calling. She's working on this. So fun. So fun. This was from probably Hobby Lobby. I did this last year. No. 22 when we were camping. You know, I take camping stitches. I know several people who do. Anyway, I did that, so I'll put that back over there. But it was fun to see her bring that up. That's so sweet, so neat. Anyway, I'm stitching this with one of my stitching friends here. She started a bottom start and went up, and I'm starting on the left, top left. I think she started on bottom right. I'm starting on the top left, and I'm just right in here. But I finished the flower. I think the last time you saw it, 2 weeks ago, I had the star done and then the outline of the flower. So this is my progress. This is on 40 count Country Mocha Newcastle linen. And I'm stitching this using all the called for DMC, except I'm using 3865 for the white-ish color, instead of 822. It just wasn't wide enough for me, and I like my eagles white. I did it with the Equality Sampler and the other Plum Street one that's escaping me now, and I like the white, so that's where it is. And I had so much fun stitching this, so I'm going to keep going with this. I've started the, there's a little, it's right by the eagle. That's where I am right there. And then the eagle's next. So I think I'm going to continue going over. Oh, this is going to be so, oh, I forgot one. I forgot how many stitches are in that flower, those flowers. And over 40 count. My eyeballs. Got a good exercise. Good exercise. And then the last whip is Rosewood Manor's Coffee. I started this when Beth of Steadfast Stitcher had her birthday start of Rosewood last year, at the end of last year. This is Coffee by Rosewood Manor. I'm using all the called for, except I am changing the cup color. It's still blue, but it's not going to have the gold. The lighter blue is going to be on the inside, and a darker blue will be the cup. The lighter blue will be the writing and the handle here, and then the darker blue will be the cup. So I've just been going to town on that cup. Last time you saw it, I think I was up here somewhere. I made it down the cup. It's going to have the handle here, and then I'll finish the flowers. My goal is to have this done definitely by the end of the month, but hopefully by the next time we see each other. So, and then I'll put it in a frame up there. So, this is the pink that I quick dipped, the 28 count that I quick dipped, and the other half is the Somebody Stole My Heart freebie, not freebie, from the magazine, the Jean Farish design. So, and that is all my whips. Yay! All right, so full coverage. I was going to tell you about the full coverage. Okay, so you remember last week I said I was going to do a thread a day on the full coverage. It didn't happen. The boat is something that I have to do at the table because of the confetti that I'm in right now, and I need the floss there, and the pattern is in a notebook, so it's like it's a big thing. And I have been stitching in my chair by the fire, and there's just not a lot of room to have all that out. And it really wasn't calling to me, but I really need to work on it. So now that it's warmer, and we won't have a fire, I won't be snuggly huggly, which is what I say, snuggly huggly, next to the fire. Ginger likes to sit in front of the fire, and we just sit. And it's closer to the game, usually, which is when I sit and stitch. So, I hope to get some time on it this week, but I'm not going to commit. And I wanted to commit last week, but it just didn't happen. So, the plan is to stitch on that this week, or one of the full coverages. But then full coverage February is coming around, so I don't know. We'll see how it works. If it's if I feel like stitching on it, I'll stitch on it. If not, then I'll wait. Let's see. So that plans. Okay, friends. Last week we talked about the songbirds. I wanted to start a songbird, invited y'all to stitch a songbird. We're going to go into songbird singing. We're going to sing, do you want to stitch a songbird? You don't want to hear me sing, but it's in my head. So I invited y'all to all start a songbird from Cottage Garden. And it doesn't have to be a songbird, any bird really, because all birds have a song. don't they? A blue jay, even though it's a squawk, it's their song. So anyway, we're going to start Songbird. The hashtag, do you want to stitch a songbird? Now, I have still not created this hashtag for Instagram yet, but I hope to have that done before this video goes up. So, stitch a songbird with me. Several have commented about what bird you're going to stitch. Several FlossTubers. Laura's going to do it. Kim, Contented Needleworker. Contented Needleworker Kim. Karen, the Stitching Owl. Several. And then several that don't have FlossTubes, but you're my friends that have commented that you're going to start a songbird. It's going to be, I guess, tomorrow's the 24th. So we're starting this tomorrow, but really start at any time, and just let me know what you're stitching. Let me know which one you picked. I know this one is, Forever and Ever. There's also, and it has love here. There's also Simplicity. I think there's 12. There are 12 of these, but there are also birds from Cottage Garden that are beautiful too. So just, how about a bird from Cottage Garden? So stitch with me if you want. Let me know what you're doing. I'm excited. This is the first one I'm doing. The first one, I don't know if it's hosting because I don't know, because I don't have the hashtag up, but it matters not. It's just fun to stitch with you. So grab a bird. All right. I'm going to start it on, it's called Not Another Sampler from Bestitch Me. This was I don't remember what month it was. It doesn't have it on there, but 28 count Lugana. And it's got a tiny bit of pink in it, which is lovely. So that, I'm going to start that. And then I also want to start this one, the Stitcher's Prayer. And I believe I showed you last week this one, but I didn't start it. So it's on the book. It's on the plan for this week. This is from the premiere issue of Cross Country Stitching from the wonderful year of 1988. Oh yes, this is where I had the rabbit trail last week of the Jeremiah Junction one. So this is the magazine that it's from, the Stitcher's Prayer. That'll be a start. And I'm going to stitch it on just a piece of fabric that is a scrap from I don't know what, but it's got a hint of pink in it also. I don't know if you can see the pink, but, and I picked colors using, so I really wanted to change some of this. Okay, let's have show and tell real quick. Okay, this is like a mauvey mauve, and the inside is a purple, and then there's this blue that I believe is 930, which I love 930. I believe it's 930. Oh, sorry, 924. It's fine, but altogether, I'm just not loving the colors. So I pulled out a blackbird that had some pink in it, but it also had blue, and I just made some changes. So it also has different colors for, like, the French knots here are different than this color here. The writing is the same as the inner circle, I think. Yes. So there's just different, to me, there's not a need for 6 colors. To me, it is 4. So these are my colors. And this is, I just punched holes in a card and wrote down because I wasn't sure. I didn't need to pull the whole bobbin And so they're still, I need to get them. Anyway, this is it. These are the colors. So I hope to have a good start on that this week. The darker blue is going to also be the part that is at 9:30, is going to be this purple color on the darker part of the interior here, and then also that the 435 will be the netting here and the French knots and the stitches in the corner. 931 will be this blue, all that blue, and then I have 918 for this pink part and then the words. So it'll be a little different, but I think it'll be pretty. So that's also a new start plan. And do I have other new starts planned? Not here. There it is. Okay. No. I did the whip go. I had the start on With Thy Needle and Thread. That was the Winter Rose Manor pincushion. And then the start on the Songbird will fulfill the other square that was called, because that's probably going to be called this week. The new pulls for whip go. So I'll have those two done and started. There doesn't look like there's going to be any snow on the horizon, so I'm going to hold off until February, or maybe March, first part of March. We usually start getting the garden ready by the middle of March, spring break, right around there. There's not usually any snow. It's just very rare. I mean, I don't know, maybe once or twice in my lifetime that there's been a snow in April here in Northeast Texas, but you never know. So I'm going to hold off and use the Winter Rose Manor pincushion as my snow start, or my snow stitch. And then if it is not worked on by, I'll say middle of March, then I'm going to keep going on that, because I really enjoyed that stitch. What else is coming up? Songbird is tomorrow, or that'd be fun. Any bird from Cottage Garden. And I guess that's it. I have a flip through coming of this one. This will be next week. No, that's not the one. It's not in here. Oh, okay. No, that's not it. There's one coming next week of another vintage cross-stitch magazine. I don't think I have anything else. Oh, I've talked about some FlossTubers I've been watching. Appalachian Stitcher. Watched Beth and her update. Fun to see her stuff. Beth the Steadfast Stitcher. Watched Karen the Stitching Owl. And her finishes. And her piano. Oh, that piece of music was so fun. So pretty. It seemed like it was really fun to play. What's coming up? Oh, Sunday, I hope to be on Stitching with Sandy. I hope to be on her Zoom. And then next week, is that right, Laura? Is it next week? The Flag from Vivsters. May start that. I don't know. We'll see. I need to write that down. But those are the plans. And I think that's all. If I have forgotten anything, I will bring back the Things I Forgot segment next week. Anyway, everything's good here. I think that's all I have. Thank you again for joining me. Thank you for hanging out with me, stitching with me, enabling me, talking to me about stitching, talking with me about what you're stitching, all of that. I I'm so appreciative. It's sweet, sweet, sweet of y'all. So I guess that's all. I'll stop rambling. I don't have anything else to share about stitching that's not rambly. So well, y'all have a good week. I'll see you next week. Happy stitching, y'all, and just stay safe and warm.